Hello traders, Gary Wagner with the gold forecast here on Sunday in Honolulu, Hawaii. It is Monday in Australia. It is October the 3rd here, and this is the daily report. Gold is currently trading at 1317, call it 50 to 70. It's been about down $1 to up $1. It is slightly lower today. Of course, this is the beginning of the trading week. It's only been open for a couple of hours, and it is just starting to form a range. We need to, of course, see how gold trades as it moves into Asia, London, and then into New York. I will tell you this. My belief right now is whether or not we see any kind of a small retracement this week, I do firmly believe that we are now entrenched in our third wave. And with that third wave, in terms of projections, I do believe the market is going to go higher during this wave. My initial forecast is for about 1340, but it could go as high as 1400. Now, that basis and forecast is based on the fact that we are going to be using wave 1, this wave right in here, as our benchmark wave. Once we take this wave here, our belief, according to Elliott wave theory, is that wave 3, which the golden rule is it cannot be the shortest wave, so it should at least be equal to, if not greater than, wave 1. Now, one simple forecasting tool is simply, this is a scalable line. So if I take that and simply copy this line, and as I said, it is scalable. As you can see, it does move the screen, and put that to the bottom. This is where we get our initial projection of that 1340 area. That's this area right in here. And as I said, that is simply based upon the fact that if wave 1 is going to be the same size as wave 3, this would give us our projection here. However, wave 3 could be as much as 1.61 times that, and that's based on some straightforward Fibonacci and Elliott wave calculations, and that's more like this. This is our last wave 3 that we had back just before April, and this is when we saw gold get propelled to that new contract high after coming off of that contract high at 1221, and that was back in December. So if we take this particular line and use that as our projection, and again, these are scalable, and look at that as our forecasting method, you can see where the calculations that I'm drawing from can in fact take that to 1400. So in terms of areas that I would be looking for this next wave to go, it's either going to be 1340 in my belief or 1400. Now, of course, that doesn't mean it's going to go straight up. Typically on a wave 3, you're going to get what's called a basic 3 count. In other words, what I call subwaves. So if we look at this wave 3, you have your first part of it, the corrective part of that wave, and then the final ascension of that wave. In the same way, we could easily see this market move like this. We could see a small retracement down, and then either a move up to, as I said, the 1340 area, or to the 1400 area. In other words, I don't believe it's going to go straight up. We should get some sort of retracement, but we may or may not. Typically in any of these markets we've seen that, but I underline the fact that this is not your typical gold market. I believe at this point we are in a super bull cycle, and in a super bull cycle we are witnessing things that are quite different, things that we haven't seen before. We're going to have to see what this week brings, whether or not we see a small retracement, profit taking, and a sell-off before we continue our upward climb, and that climb takes us to initially this 1340 area, or in fact if we see some sort of a retracement anywhere along here and it takes us up to this $1,400 target or price in gold. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you as always good trading and we'll talk to you tomorrow on Monday. Bye-bye.